Good evening. It is pretty late right now. What's the time? Let me see what the time is. Where is my... I'm looking for my other phone because I'm recording on this one. Okay. It is, let me tell you what time it is. It's not showing. But good evening. I hope you're well today. It may be after midnight or some minutes to midnight. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I shall tell you what time it is. Yeah, it's 23:19. So I just got home. It's been a really, really beautiful day. It's been a very, very nice week, a very, very busy week, a week with a lot happening, a lot going on. Today, I was supposed to have a meeting in the morning to plan the book tour, the book planning. I mean, really going, yeah, the book, what we're doing with the book in terms of the plan. And then I was supposed to go into town to print more book copies, but then we sent a rider for that. And because the discussion is saying thank you. So thank you to our deliveries lady. There's a lady called Sharon Ndeto. I think it's Ndeto. She's amazing. I hope to put down her details of her delivery company. It uses bicycles, but then I think that have like an electric kind of motor of some sort. So because of that, it is so cheap in terms of the delivery fee. Is so not even cheap, but very affordable. Like it's cheaper than Boda Boda, and then you also know that for sure what it is you're sending will arrive because they come and pick it, and then when the item is dropped off, they send you a message, and I'm yawning because it has been a week of late nights, early mornings. Yeah, so I'm just saying by thanking Sharon, and I'll put in her contacts for guys that would like to maybe if you have a business or you do work that needs regular deliveries, she's a person that you can for sure count on. And then also their deliveries are very, their packaging, it makes sure that your product is clean, and it is well taken care of. Yeah, so just a heads up to Sharon. But thank you so much. I think the main person to thank for yesterday's successful event is Fwamba NC Fwamba. So we had, because March 21st is World Poetry Day every year, and that is organized by UNESCO. So by Wednesday, I was still not sure what I was going to do, like where I was going to be at. Because I had been asking people like, what's happening on Wild Poetry Day? What's happening on Wild Poetry Day? So I spoke to Lydia at Amka. Nothing. They weren't doing anything. I spoke to Hainga at Pen Kenya. They weren't planning anything. I spoke to Naomi with Kwani. They also weren't doing anything. And all these are writers groups, so writers will understand who I'm talking about. So I just said no. Oh yes. So then what happened? Like on Wednesday, I was on my way to town. I was in Hurlingham. Then I saw someone that looked like Fwamba just across the road. And I called on the phone because I was on the way to town, and so it actually was him. He was like, oh yeah, you finish and then come back to Hurlingham to where I am. So I did, and then he was at a place called Maxon Sweets, and so we just hung out there. And then as we were just sitting, as we were talking, as we were catching up, and a lot of, yeah, as we were catching up, then the owner actually joined us. And so the idea came. I don't even know where the idea came from. That, oh yeah, how about we do a book reading on Friday, just so that we're not wasting the World Poetry Day. Like honestly, I just felt like, oh my gosh, we can't like, it would feel so bad, especially because I had just produced the book. The book had just come out like a few days before that. So it was going to be criminal for us to just stare at a World Poetry Day passing without commemorating it. So I just, the reason I'm thanking Fwamba is because he was a person that was key to that whole series of events. Even me being there, then second of all, having a venue, and even like mobilizing people to turn up. So Fwamba was such a star. Fwamba was such a star. Much as we fight behind the cameras, behind the scenes, and no, I have ever fought. When I say fight, it is not physical fighting. Maybe sometimes it might be, but just to thank him, to thank Bernard Njeraini, who owns the location. A very good place, guys. You need to go and visit that place. It's called Maxon Suites. It's on Agwings Kodhek Groove. Beautiful, beautiful place. Like large white building, and then with like black mirrors, and then there's a green at the front in a brown, like a brown shells of green plants. It is so beautiful. Like you just enter and your soul just, you know. So, and thank you to everyone that turned up, the people that were there and that were just that participated, friends that turned up, friends that had hoped to turn up. I know colleagues from Penn Kenya had said that they were really wanting to join, but there was another meeting. I think Women in Penn or something that was starting at the same time. I mean, it was going to go late. It was online. So Maximilia. And team, and then also Njoki, I don't know if you're gonna see it, but thank you so much. Naomi, beautiful, wonderful Naomi came by. Even Sharon herself came by. A lot of other comrades, some of the Sonu comrades, Alex, and a couple of others, Fwamba's classmates. There was Ona, some of the colleagues that were also there at the location. I don't want to mention them by name to yeah, I don't mention them all by name, but thank you. Faith Alube, hey honey, how are you doing? So good to see you. It's been a long time. And Magdalene Macau, welcome Magdalene. I'm not sure where we've met from, Magdalene, but happy to see you here. So I'm just talking about thanking everyone for the events. Others also ordered the book separately earlier in the day. Some even from outside Nairobi. Others ordered the book and I delivered. So today I think I delivered to 2 or 3 different places. There are people that I have not seen in a long time, and so I went there myself. That's a good thing about this book. It allows you to catch up with people. Allows you to catch up with people that you haven't seen for a long time and just touch base. So today was a good day. Like I mentioned, it was about. So I had an earlier meeting, but it was pushed till tomorrow. Tomorrow is like again I'm up. My first meeting is at 7. When I say meeting, it is not like formal meetings. It is accountability meetings. It is informal touching bases. It's kind of like planning. It's, I don't want to say strategizing, but yeah, just touching base with friends and planning and seeing what can we do. How can we take this book? What places can we hold readings, and that kind of thing. So the first one is at 7 with Trish. Those in the creative space know who Trish is. And then at 8, I have an accountability meeting with Caroline. I do need to sleep with Caroline. And we had set targets last Sunday, so we have a weekly 8 a.m. on Sundays. And then, and the last week's meeting with Caroline went till I think from 8 till probably 1 o'clock. But then tomorrow I have at 10 o'clock now in person. So with the other 2 are on phone and online. But then 10 o'clock is in person. Now that's when we're actually doing planning. And then after that, I think I'll have to force myself to sleep because I need to sleep. But in terms of activity for this week, on Thursday, I am attending a radio interview with, let me tell you its name. It's called, I can't even pronounce it, but it is run by, okay, let me tell you where it is going to be. It is going to be at the Mist, which is in Westlands. It is going to be 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. I wonder if let me tell you who's hosting. It was saying that my whatever has been paused due to slow internet connection. But so the Thursday event is on calotropis.xyz. That's like the radio show link, the radio station link, and the show is called The Clearing, and it's hosted by the poet B.M. Mothe, and it's going to be live at the Mist. The Mist is in Westlands at the mall. You guys remember the mall? Yeah, so I think that's what's exciting. And then this coming week, I really liked the model of Fridays, like just Friday nights, going to a pub, going to a club, going to, not a club like a dancing club, but like a chill place where people are sitting down and just reading the poetry. So I love that idea. I even like it better than the idea of a school tour. So we might decide to kind of like run with that as a model. It was so nice. It was just so nice, and just everyone just mellow and ready to be real and intimate and just like show up as a whole self. So I loved that. And so I'll let you know in case we decide to do another location on Friday. And also if you own a bar, a restaurant, a location that would benefit from publicity or something, or you're looking for people to come by and speak, I'm happy to, we can collabo. So you can inbox me, you can DM me, or if you have my number, you can call me up and we plan it. You know how the year has 52 weeks, and so being that we're going to April, maybe we have about how many weeks do we have left? This is this sleepy. Maybe we have about 40 something weeks. I haven't done the math, but maybe we have a few weeks. So it'll be nice to put a list together. In fact, we had been saying with Daniel Dua, because Daniel runs a magazine that it's like a luxury magazine, a travel magazine that focuses on luxury destinations. So we're saying that we could collabo. So that would be exciting. Every week being at a different place. Ooh, so I'll be like at nice bougie places. Ooh, dressing up. Ooh, that'll be so exciting. So I think with that, I'll just end. I also want to do a recording on YouTube. I think I'm going to do a recording on intentionality. I'm going to do a recording on intentionality. And before I leave, just a heads up to certain things I saw when I was scrolling on YouTube. First, now that I mentioned intentionality, big congratulations to Chebet. Chebet has been just announced, I think, this evening as Innovator of the Year. Kenya Association of Manufacturers Innovator of the Year, and that's with Harriet Botanicals. Oh my God, that lady is phenomenal. And when I think of her, like I just think of victory, winning, power, like just conquering, and like I just, that's intentionality. And I've had the opportunity to work with her and just see how she does her thing, and that's intentionality. So I think I'll be talking about intentionality on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. As I think through my own intentionality, what do I want my intentionality to be? Who else? I saw Mukorema shared Sophie Kanye is having a medical appeal. Apparently, she's been unwell for about the last 8 months at hospital. She has a bill of 5 million bob that needs to be covered. Like friends and family have really been there helping for the last 8 months, but when it reaches 8 months, they are really they've run out. So guys, if you have funds that you'd be willing to support, just visit that. I think I shared Mokorema's post, so you can scroll down on my wall and you'll see the link about how you can give support to Sophie Kenya's medical fundraiser. What else did I see on Facebook that came to my mind that caught my attention? I think that's it for now. So I am moving over to YouTube. It's now 23:32. Yeah. So in case I don't see you soon, have a wonderful evening. Sleep well, and